have the general manager of Africana Hotel. He's a Kenyan. He's going to introduce himself. I call him Victor. Victor, amongst the many talents or gifts that he has, he's a relationship consultant. So Victor, thank you so much for adding your voice onto the NAMBI Talk Show. Relationships have gone haywire. You know, we have a lot of single parents. We have a lot of abusive relationships. We want people to be filled with love and excitement and joy and happily ever after. The Cinderella story. What do you have to add your voice to relationships?
Thank you, Farida. It's beautiful having listened to Pauline. And Pauline said relationships, one, a marriage is a project. But relationship is about giving. Love, as I describe it, love is giving. The man gives and gives and gives and gives and gives. The lady gives and gives and gives. So if two partners are both giving without expecting in return, then love flourishes. When expectation comes in, that I have given so much, now I also need you to give, then it starts to disturb the balance. I think a lot of breakups that are happening, one is not giving, one is not giving, one is only wants to receive. And yes, it is happening. And now what she said that is very interesting was there's a lot of women empowerment. There's a lot of avenues for women for this, women for that, this against women, that for women, that for men. You know, there's really nothing for men. There's really nothing for women. Women have a place they can run to for this and this and this. Men do not have. Now, these associations, these...
So what do you mean running for this and this and this?
Whatever situation it could be. You said battering, you said fight. Women now have an avenue that they can channel.
Oh, like FARIDAH.
Yes.
Like FARIDAH. Okay.
Apart from FARIDAH, the women's network that she was talking about, there are support groups. A lot.
So men should have a UL for men.
I would like to start this FARIDAH. I would like to start a WIDA, which is men's. Is it WIDA? So that men also have a place they can go to.
You meal.
Yeah, so they can go to and have the same support. But like I said, love is giving. If both of you give without expecting in return, you will live a fantastic relationship.
How should women understand the man intelligence? How should they understand about your needs as male?
One thing I find that has been very common is that when you're coming into a relationship, everybody is coming with expectations. The women are coming with expectations, that they expect this from the man, this from the man. Madam Pauline talked about the woman in the Bible. I think it is Proverbs 31. I know my Bible. That woman did not come into a relationship with expectation. She's giving herself, she's loving. Now, a lot of, because of, and I'll take it in the perspective of what she was saying. Because of education, because of coming up, because of so many networks that can help you, you come up with the expectation that because I've been to school and I've done this and I've done this, I expect my man to do this and this and this. That I don't think should be a criteria for choosing a person. Okay. Men come, when you're getting a relationship, people come from different backgrounds. You have been brought up in a different culture, in a different belief, and so on. The lady has been brought up, and now these two cultures are also meeting. And at the time that you're beginning your relationship, everybody is at his best. You know, they only want to show you the good side. And then you start to coming together, you notice that, say, the man likes putting on only one sock. He throws the other and he cannot find it. Now, in the beginning, he was not showing you these things. But you have got to adjust and fit and learn one another. That is why it's not good to rush into a relationship. Fit one into one another. Learn what he likes, what he doesn't like, both parties, and then fit in. So if you ask me, what should women know about men is men also want to be loved.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
It is always women feel not appreciated. He forgot my birthday. Men tend to forget these days for some reason. But it is not because they want to. I was reading a book, His Needs, Her Needs. And if you read this book, there's so much it tells you about a man's psyche and a woman's psyche, how they are made. And this helps you understand why a woman talks more than a man. Okay? And once you start to understand these things, you start to appreciate one another and accept one another.
So he is actually adding on his voice to read. People, please start reading. Get into the habit of reading such that you find understanding. This is a man, I don't know, Willard F. Harley, who wrote a book about his needs, her needs. He's talking about admiration. He's talking about affection. He's talking about an attractive spouse. He's talking about conversation. He's talking about domestic support, family commitment, financial support, honesty and openness, recreational companionship, sexual fulfillment, for those of you who are married. So what are some of your values, Victor, that others can learn from you?
Love wholeheartedly. You know, love is a very strong feeling. People think love is just a feeling, but love is giving. And I'm not only talking about loving your spouse, I'm talking about loving one another. Love shows. When you do love somebody, it shows. Care. I have picked so much from Pauline that I think she covered a lot that in a relationship there should be. Women, love your man and show him that you love him. Do not get tired of telling each other, I love you. It's such a simple word, but both parties need to hear it.
But really, going back to our culture that is not like that. Really, you know, maybe in the actions, but getting men from Mutambala to mention that thing like that, I don't think so.
Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, maybe actions.
When you are studying for your exams, do you study hard? And if you fail, will you stop studying hard? You study hard, and then you will not pass that particular paper, then you will study harder, and you will not like that particular paper, and you will study harder, and you will keep trying. You will make mistakes in love. Some people are infatuated with each other. Some people are in it only for the sex. Okay? You will get hurt, but learn from getting hurt. I cannot answer for those people who have had tragic results because of their affairs. But I'm talking about love that leads into marriage. Okay? And if you love one another and you care for one another, then you are not going to kill or hurt one another intentionally.
What should we do, women? For example, me, I'm talking out of experience. I'm a single mother. I pay school fees for my daughter. I take care of everything practically. And I don't have a permanent job, but I still struggle. The thing is, what do we do with men who completely ignore the children, even if the woman tries hard to show you that she's capable, she has potential, she can do everything? Because I can tell you my example. The father of my kid, I loved him even when he never had a job. I used to work somewhere else. I used to parent, I used to take care of everything in the house, but still he could do funny things. I tried to do everything I could, but I didn't see anything. And yet he tells me he loves me very much. That's what he keeps saying. And for me, in the beginning, because in my culture, we are brought out to love men. I'm an Itesot by tribe, and the thing that I learned from even my father and my mother, I come from a Muslim family, My father had very many women. But I saw, even when he had many women, those women used to respect him. My dad could take care of them. Even the grandchildren that my brothers would leave at home, he would take care of them. And to me, I grew up knowing that even if the man has, like, you know, in a Muslim culture, they allow men to have women. Even if he has many women, you are supposed to take care of your wives. But the thing that beat my understanding is, I'm a very potential woman, very empowered, I know what I want, but because the thing of, even when you talk about the love connection, I wouldn't want to begin jumping from man to man. So you try to give it a chance. But in trying to give it a chance, you find that you are failing. And yet you don't want to expand in these things. So I want you to, as a man, on a man's point of view, could you please try to tell me or other women who cannot talk about it, how can you deal with such a situation? Yeah? Because I'm trying my best to push the wheel, but it's not moving.
Okay? But it is a very dangerous thing that happens. And this tends to happen with the women over men. You are talking about polygamy. Now, I am a person that believes one man, one wife. That is what I believe. That is my belief. Okay? And I believe you should love her totally. One of my people said that you can love only once. He is very unlucky if he thinks like that. But as I salute you, I tell you, you've got to watch out that you do not smother somebody with love. You love somebody, you know, somebody comes into the house, you bring him a glass of water, you remove his shoes, you bring slippers, and then you bring another color of slippers, you remove one sock, it's too much.
You suffocate him.
Yeah, you suffocate him with love.
Women don't suffocate men with love.
And then you said that, you know, you had a job, you did this, he lost his job, and you're doing this and this for him, you're doing this and this for him. If somebody is looking at, I did this for him, I did this for him, it's very dangerous. You did not do it for him, you did it for us. Okay? The time you did it for him, and you make the man appear that I am doing this for you, I'm doing this for you, you are taking the role of the man. The man is supposed to be the provider and the supporter of the family. I am not saying that you are not supposed to help, because you're supposed to be a helper. But don't smother somebody with love. But I salute you for taking care of the child.
You've stayed with your man for a couple of years, then all of a sudden, he gets a child with another woman. You learn about it, he comes and apologizes. Is he really serious about the apologies?
Real issues.
If somebody loves you, somebody values you, they care for you, they will show it. You know, I can't tell you how should they behave. Should they walk looking down? Should they walk looking up? You know, really I cannot. Your heart connects with that person. The person is ready to protect you in any situation. Okay? The person is ready to listen to you. Let them listen to you. Don't only listen to, a lot of ladies, they just hear the word, I love you, finished. They are ready. Anything now goes. But let him listen to you. Talk to him. Get to know him. Let him hear what your ideas are. Okay? And if he's listening to you, people make mistakes. One. But I think it is very wrong if I love you and I go and sleep with somebody else outside and get a child. That is wrong. As Pauline said, there are some things that should not happen. But if it happens, there is also forgiveness. If you are ready to forgive and you believe and he shows that he is coming back to you, that is a question you have to deal with at that particular time. But really, I cannot tell you, oh, he went and made a mistake and he got a child and he will not do it again. Men who tend to fool around, keep it going. We're supposed to discuss about relatives. If relatives come, how long can they stay in their house? You know, there are relatives who come and just move in. Yeah? And because you're the wife and he's from the husband's side, you are held back. No, all these things are supposed to be discussed at the time you are courting. And when you get married, those things, the boundaries have already been set. So if he really loves you, when you talk about these things, he will listen. If he's not listening and you don't agree at that time, men say goodbye to the ladies.
What is it about marriage that really scares me? You know how it is. Women, you know how it is. I don't know about the guys, but I don't know. Let him tell us something. What is it about? It's a good thing, I think, but why are men so scared? Maybe you can tell us what we do wrong, what we do right, or what we should do right to ease that fear.
I want to say one thing. Women are also trying to rush men into marriage. Okay? You meet a woman, you take her to coffee 1 time, 2 times, she's already telling you about marriage. And you are thinking, hey, wait a minute. And then her friend is also telling you about marriage. Okay?
She's talking to the man.
Yes. This is it. Poor man will run away. It's got to take time for you to learn one another. Men are not scared of marriage. Men are scared, as are women, of anything that is being rushed.
And I would like to add my voice there, that something I've read and understood. Inspire him. Madame Pauline talked about relevance. Be relevant. He will actually be the one dragging you onto the altar. Be relevant and inspire him. Put yourself in his shoes and find out what would inspire this man to marry me, and inspire him.
When I said men like to hear I love you, and we talked about the culture in some culture, and some people who cannot say, I said, you don't have to tell somebody I love you for them to know that you care. Women are so attractive, and there are so many ways to get that man to chase you for marriage. So use that womanly gift that you have been given.
This is empowering.
Can the men ask us questions? Do you learn to love, or do you love immediately? You see, in our forefathers' time, or in some cultures, it is an arranged marriage. So you never get to know, you never get to meet the person that you marry until the day you are getting married. But some of these families stay together forever because they learn each other and they learn to love. So learn to love your person, learn your person, and love them the way they are.
This is the NAMBI Talk Show. My name is FARIDAH NAMBI, the host of this show. I'm really excited about this show, and it's dedicated to all you women out there who are trying to understand men, and all you men out there trying to understand women. It is a show about strengthening relationships to you from the NAMBI Talk Show. And we are really privileged and honored to have the general manager of Hotel Africana, Victor, who is also a relationship consultant, to speak to us here today. He's from Kenya, by the way, so all you Ugandans must be cheering for him for being brave enough to share with us. And we are also going to get messages from some really good books like Loving Smart by Dr. Phil and Act Like a Lady and Think Like a Man by Steve Harvey. They have really tried to put skills and strategies that you can really use. What men really think about love, relationships, intimacy, and commitment that could be different on how women think about these things. So we really need some life skills about love and relationships. And thank you so much, Victor, for gracing this platform. Victor, really, the genesis about this show is about a talk I had with the Reverend of one church. The divorce rate is alarming. Relationships are breaking. Men do not understand women. There is failed compatibility. What do you have to say about that? Have Smart, they talk about the 3 cardinal values of a man, which is professing your woman, providing for your woman, and protecting her. So I think women, it's right for us to expect you as my man, that I should call you when I've hurt myself and you would stand up for me. What pushed you to become one of relationship consultancy? What do men think about intimacy? What is men's version of intimacy? Because as women, we like holding hands, professing me. What do you find intimate as men? Really? I thought they would get bored and they would stop even receiving your calls. What are the other reasons besides sex that you believe are causing a rift in relationships these days? They always talk about soulmates. Have you found your soulmate? And what does that mean to you, that the chemistry, there's electricity, and there's... Now, they say first things first, and this is Dr. Steve Harvey. He says that when a man meets a woman, the first thing he wants to do is he wants to sleep with her. Is that true? Well, how do you tell from, and this is for women, to women, you're speaking to women, how can they get to know that this man is in this for the long term, or this man is sporting fish? Are there characteristics when you observe this man? Are there some telltale signs? Is he going to marry me and be the father of my children? That's what we are thinking on the first date. Is this man going to marry me and be the father of my children? As much as you're saying,
Yeah, the man
are you
is
taking
thinking,
the woman to bed? Talk about mommy's boys. Why do men cheat? Is that true? But is that possible? And I'm asking you, I know you're not a Muslim, but I'm trying to understand Muslim men and how it is possible for you to love two women. Is it possible for you men to say that I love this woman, but yes, I also love another woman? Because for women, speaking like a woman, I think it can't happen to a woman. A woman wants to focus on one thing. That's the heart you have, you're loyal and support that one thing, and then maybe move to another person. And if she has two men, she's playing one. Her feelings are with just one. I think I've understood women. She's shaking her head. So that is us. But how do you men do it? And especially Muslim men. I mean, the man has 4 women, and he moves from here thrice to another home, thrice to another home. And I'm like, and it seems so seamless. Like, please, Victor, tell us. Yeah? Is it just a physical thing? You don't put in emotions? So you're trying to say that men know how to compartmentalize. Alice can be in the left side of the brain, and then, Farida is here on the right, and there's Sarah here in front. So you know how to to build compartments. And if I'm with Alice, it's Alice's time. You know, I really admire the way men do that. And I'm like, oh my God, they do it so well. Steve Harvey says men respect standards. Do you agree? When women set boundaries, that, hey, you're supposed to come home at 8 and have dinner with us and the family. Do you respect that when women set standards, or it's something that comes off very wrong with your ego? This is the NAMBI Talk Show, and we're wrapping up this show about relationships with the hope we dedicate this show to you people in striving in your relationships, trying to find your way, and having so many unanswered questions about relationships. It's something that's going to be ongoing on the NAMBI Talk Show, with the hope that you can live in this world for this short, limited time that we are here, with joy, with love, with peace, and with contentment, and with the right man for you, with the right woman for you.
Mama Abana, HAJAT, NAMBI, FARIDAH, Uganda is proud of you.